You are listening to Phone Eats First. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Phone Eats First, a podcast about romanticizing your life and finding inspiration inside and outside of the kitchen. My name is Corey May, Corey in the Kitchen. However you know me, how you found me. Hi, hello. Happy 2024. I am so happy you're here, and I'm so happy you're listening to this podcast. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And by the time you're listening to this, it'll be a full week into the new year, which is pretty crazy. When you listen to this, I'll be, back to the grind in Florida working an event. But right now, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve because I am staying in and I have no shame whatsoever in that. So if anyone else stayed in, hot girls stay in. I saw a TikTok about it and I was like, yep, that's me. Hot girls stay in on New Year's Eve because who cares? Do what you want. Anyway, those of you that didn't stay in on New Year's Eve, I hope you had a time and a half for sure. But this is my birthday episode. I feel like it has been 3 holiday/celebration episodes in a row, which is kind of funny. We have Christmas, New Year's, and now my birthday episode, but that's the reality of my life. Everything is bam, 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 3 in a row, and then it's like, oh, okay, we'll wait till the end of next year. So I just turned 25, which is pretty crazy, or when you're listening to this, I'll turn 25. I currently have not turned 25, but I am recording ahead because, like I said, I'll be in Florida. So this is, wow, I'm getting old. Quarter of a century. 25 does feel like a significant year to me. And if you're older listening to this, you're probably like, oh, I remember when I thought that too. But I mean, seriously, it does. Like after 21, 22 through 24, like, okay, yeah, sure, they're fine. But 25 does sound like you're in your mid 20s. Like I'm as close to being 30 as I am to being 20, which is not repulsive. I'm excited to be in my 30s, but it's mind blowing. How the hell did I get to this? How did I get so old? How did I get to this point in my life? But before we get into that, we're going to get into the weekly report. So our reading, I am still reading Something in the Water by Catherine Steedman, which I was binge reading last night because I got to bed early and I was like, I'm going to read for a little bit. And I just kept getting to the chapters about they go in the water and then they finally realize what the something in the water is. So I was like, well, I can't stop reading now. But it's actually, it's pretty good. It's definitely a thriller-esque read. So we'll see. Hopefully it continues to be good. Eating. I have been eating so many random things because I have been at my parents' house for the last, honestly, week and a half, I think, since before Christmas. And I saw a meme on Instagram and it was the 4 horsemen of my parents' fridge. And it was olives, pickles, cheese, and turkey. And I have never related to anything so hard. Whenever you open the fridge and you're like, what do I eat? And you're just looking around and just staring at a bunch of ingredients. I love olives and pickles, and I will typically just munch on those while I'm kind of just waiting for something else to jump out at me. And then most of my meals do involve one of these 4 ingredients, whether it's cheese on a sandwich or a salad or cheese and crackers with turkey and the pickles. Literally that whole combo, I eat that quite often. So I just related to that because I was also thinking recently about how just kind of random the food that I eat when I'm home feels, because it's just a handful of blueberries, this Mexican layer dip that my mom had, and I eat it 3 different times a day, or banana bread. But I'm not mad about it. It's great food and I kind of love the mix up. And I do notice a difference when I'm snacking or eating smaller meals throughout the day, which in smaller meals I do mean snacking, but I don't know, it just kind of keeps me fueled throughout the day. Okay, plan. Tomorrow I leave the beach, but it's back to reality time. I'm gonna get back home and unpack, refresh, put Christmas stuff away, just clean my life, and then get ready for my birthday. My birthday is on January 2nd, so that's exciting. I am not gonna work on my birthday. I'll probably do a little bit in the morning, but then Chris and I have dinner plans. I don't know where we're going. But my goal is just to enjoy the day. Unfortunately, Callie will not be present. I have to leave her here, so that's very, very sad. But I'll be with her the next week, so it'll be okay. My plan is just to kind of reset, since I intended to do that, these past few days, but I just didn't want to leave the beach. So now I'm going to be doing all that tomorrow. Okay. Oh, obsession, sunsets at the beach. And if you follow me on Instagram and have seen my post from this time that I'm recording, so like end of 2023, I went to watch the sunset at the beach the last 2 nights in a row, and it has been absolutely beautiful. The first night, Chris and I just took Callie on a walk, and it was pretty overcast. It was really cold. Like, it was fully just for exercise. And then as we were turning back to go home, still on the beach, like just walking back, the sun was coming down below the clouds, and it was absolutely beautiful. Like, I took a million pictures, and I actually just posted quite a few of them, but it was the prettiest sunset I've seen in a while. And then tonight was also very pretty. There just weren't any clouds, so it was kind of, not as dramatic as last night's, but there's just really nothing better than a good sunset. And at the beach and with your dog and your boyfriend, it's top tier. All right, our recipe. Today I made banana bread muffins with chocolate chips, and they were so good. I just followed the Jiffy recipe, so it is full fat, full sugar, full not good for you, but they were delicious, so totally worth it. It's just like really ripe bananas, flour, or I guess the Jiffy mix is like flour of sorts. I don't really know. And then Crisco shortening, which that's the unhealthy fat part, but whatever. And then sugar and eggs, and then I added dark chocolate chips and walnuts, and then you just mix it all together. And I did muffins instead of bread loaves because I think muffins are just a lot more fun, and they were so good. Okay, and then tea treat, just going right off of banana bread. I had a little too much of that banana bread, but man, it was a treat. And with the warm chocolate chips, like I ate probably 2 or 3 muffins like right out of the oven, and they were delicious. Okay, that is the weekly report. Now let's get into today's episode. But first, we just need to shout out the Capricorns because it is Capricorn season, and I don't know anything about any other zodiac sign, like literally at all, but I've learned a lot about Capricorns just, because I am one. I do feel like I fit very strongly into the Capricorn definition and description. So in case you're curious, this is I'm literally just reading like an article right now, but Capricorn personality traits. And if you don't know me, then you're like, okay, sure. But if you do know me, you might be like, oh, yep, that's Corey. But so some of the personality traits are hardworking, direct, honest, loyal, persistent, ambitious, sensitive, impatient, confident, organized, relentless, and practical, which I'm literally all of those except for sensitive. And then Capricorn at work is another little category of this article. And it says when it comes to their careers, Capricorns have a tendency towards being workaholics. Nothing can come between them and success. Capricorn in love. Capricorns aren't known to be conventionally romantic. Facts. Rather than grand romantic gestures, they prefer to show affection in thoughtful gestures. They respect their significant other and see them as their equal. Yeah, my mom's always like, or anytime like anyone sees any form of PDA with like Chris and I, they're like, oh my gosh, like what? I don't know. It's just like it's not how we are. And then other things about Capricorns that I've just learned like from not that little article I just pulled up 5 seconds ago. It's just overall, like I'm a very logic based person and reasonable. Like I rely on logic for decisions, for thinking about things. When helping others with their situations, like I'm a very logical person. I'm financially motivated, and I'm a leader. So all of those are kind of very Capricorn-esque descriptions. So anyway, if you're not a Capricorn, you probably don't care, but you learned something new. But to get into the meat of today's episode, you're not going to be surprised what this episode is about because I feel like 99% of podcasters do this as their birthday episode, but I'm joining the wave because I felt like it was very fitting, especially with it being my 25th birthday. I feel like 25 is just such a great number. So here are 25 things that I've learned in 25 years. And I came up with these in one sitting. So there's definitely going to be things down the line where I'm like, I could have been deeper or thought of just something better or could have said things better. So whatever, just bear with me. Actually, I'm looking at my list right now and I have 26 things. What? Okay. I fixed that. It's 25. So let's just start. Number 1, drink water. I think that goes without saying. Your body is made of water, so you need to continue to replenish the water in your body. And the more water you drink, the better you'll feel, the better you'll sleep, the better your skin will look. You'll just be so hydrated and be shocked at what you can accomplish. And also your digestion, like water just does everything. Number 2, exercise. And do what you like. Like just explore different workouts, explore different routines and exercises, and maybe different classes, different instructors, all sorts of different things. Just figure out what you like, what makes you feel good. But at the end of the day, just exercise. It will take you so far in life, and you'll be able to do so many more things later on. And you're going to feel good. You're going to look good. And just everything around you will feel better. I promise. Okay, number 3, friendships are so important. I don't even think this needs an explanation, but friendships are a very grounding part of my life and hopefully for yours too. So I guess what I mean by this is just make sure you are putting energy and time and commitment into your friendships, as well as just like in addition to everything else going on in your life, because friendships should last a lifetime, or hopefully they do. So that's the goal here, at least. Number 4, sleep is not for the weak. I cringe every time I hear someone say sleep is for the weak, or you can sleep when you're dead. Like, no, I want to sleep tonight and I want to sleep 8+ hours. Thank you. I feel so much better every time I sleep a long amount of time. I mean, realistically, this week is over like Christmas and everything. I have been not setting an alarm, and I've been waking up at like 8:30 or 9 or 10 even, which is crazy for me. I know someone's probably like, oh, what up, 10? Like, come on. But no, I truly, like, I don't sleep like that. And I've been sleeping for like at least 10 hours every night, which I know it's just because my body needs it. And I've probably been letting it go a little too long at this point. But sleep is so good for you. And when you're sleeping, your body's recovering and healing. You're digesting, like your stomach needs that time to heal. It's fasting time. Like, there's so many benefits for sleeping. And on top of that, it's just going to help you with your mental and emotional health. You'll just be able to be a better person and like a more functioning human, which if y'all are interested in sleep, I can get some more like actual facts rather than just whatever I just spieled at you. But sleep is not for the weak. Okay, number 5. You don't need alcohol, but it does make good memories. So don't be hard on yourself. And then a little subcategory of 5 is say yes to parentheses most things. You'll get good memories. So this all goes without saying. Alcohol's horrible for you. It's poison to your body. It's literally so bad for you. And we don't even know how it's going to affect us down the line, but it can't be good. That being said, I've never really regretted having a really fun night out with friends and going to bars and just being a menace on the town. Like, it's always so much fun, and you make such good memories with friends, and you meet people, you explore new places, you just do fun things. And yeah, it's probably not worth it in the morning most of the time, but if you have moderation and control, you can find a balance. You can make it work. But this is a double-edged sword that I'm saying you don't need alcohol, but also don't be hard on yourself, because you'll have a fun time, and saying yes also equals good memories. So take this one as you will. Okay, number 6. Take care of yourself in all of the healths, mental, physical, and emotional. Whenever any part of you gets out of whack, or you can just tell your mental health or emotional health or physical health are struggling, you need to do what is best for yourself, because pushing harder to get through this next week or this next 24 hours or this next whatever it is that you're doing, and then focusing on yourself is not going to help anything. You need to be taking care of yourself little by little every day. And yeah, you're not always going to be 100% green check mark for all 3+ categories of your health, but at least do a little bit for yourself in all the areas that you need to do that you know make you feel good every day. All right, number 7, follow your passions and don't be afraid to share them. So I literally until this past year didn't really know what my passion was. Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, I mean, I like sports. I like soccer. I like the beach. I love my dog. Like, that was really all I knew. And then I realized I untapped this entire world of food and like sharing what good healthy food and diet and lifestyle and exercise and overall just like health and wellness can do for people. And I've realized that that's my passion, and people are listening, and I'm continuing to share it, which of course it does seem scary to share all this, to talk on a microphone, to start a podcast, to just post silly little things on a silly little Instagram, to post silly little TikToks. Like, yeah, it's scary-ish. I mean, I'm over it now, but the pros of doing all of this are unbelievably better than the cons. Like, the positive feedback I have received from my post or my podcast or just like simple little facts that I've shared are, I can't even put into words. Like, I have screenshotted every single text or DM that I have gotten that is a positive review of my podcast, or just someone telling me that they're so proud of what I'm doing and that they like love seeing me post all this and just like love watching me do what I love. Because not that I've had to go back and read them, but I just want to be able to have all of that kind of as affirmations anytime I feel down or maybe get afraid to take a next step with something else, whatever it is. So yeah, find your passions and follow it and share it with the world, because you will be amazed at how it makes you feel, and also the doors that will open or the doors that you will create. Like, no one told me to start a podcast. Like, I just did it. Okay, number 8. Read books. They make you more interesting and they challenge your brain. I love that I've gotten into reading again. I used to read like literally all the time when I was in elementary school. Like, it was kind of weird, maybe. I don't know. But I was a really good reader and I loved to read. And then I stopped reading when everyone else stopped reading. Like, when you start doing sports, when you're in middle school, when you're in high school, when you're too cool for school, like all that. But reading is such a relaxing activity, and everyone has different times where they like to read, and different books they like to read, different genres. Some are really fast readers, some are really slow readers. Like, if it takes you an entire year to read a book, like, that is fine. It literally doesn't matter. But I have learned that reading is a way for me to turn my brain off, which sounds silly, but it is. It's because you literally get to just not think about anything else going on. You're only focusing on one thing for once. Like, I can't say that ever happens any other time. Like, if I'm cooking dinner, which I love, and that's a very relaxing thing for me to do, like, I can still think about other things. I can still receive work texts and emails on my phone. Whereas when I'm reading, like, I am on D&D and my brain is on D&D, and it's the best. So for me, it's therapeutic, but it's also, I like to learn, and reading is kind of how I continue to learn at this moment. Okay, number 9, fashion. Wear what's comfortable and what you feel good in. Also, avoid trends unless you love it once the trend is over. So this is kind of saying, skip the trends, avoid fast fashion, and who gives a shit? Just wear whatever you like, what you feel pretty, whatever you feel confident in. And also, like, ladies, let's stop wearing the stand-only jeans, which you know what I'm talking about. I have a pair of black jeans that I love, and they are kind of stand-only jeans, and I'm still going to wear them, but I wear them less and less and less because I'm like, why would I do that to myself? Like, anytime I sit down and having to, like, unbutton my pants, like, that's ridiculous. So wear what's comfortable. It's literally not worth it to go out and do something that you know isn't going to keep you warm or comfortable, or you're just going to be like itchy or worried about something being too short, or I don't know if you have cleavage. I can't relate to that, but you guys know what I mean. Just like, it's not worth it. Okay, number 10, travel as much as possible and then travel some more. So I'm a hypocrite for saying this because I am like a homebody now, even though I'm gone 99% of the time. And then when I have new opportunities to travel, I'm like, oh, I'd rather just stay home because I travel all the time for work. But I'm just taking for granted all the travel I do get to do. Like, I love it. And if I didn't travel for work, I would go crazy, just staying in one place all the time. But I really have experienced so many different cool things in different cities and food in different areas. I've gotten to go on different hikes, meet new people. Like, I love it. Whenever you leave your home, and I don't just mean like your hometown, like just like wherever you live, your little bubble, and you travel to a new city, a new country, down the road, like whatever it is, you get to remove yourself from your life and see how other people live. You get to take a break almost from your reality and kind of get a new perspective of whether how you're living or how other people are living, or just like a different side of the world. And it's pretty refreshing, I will say, because I think it's important for everyone to get out of their bubble every once in a while. All right, number 11, get a dog. Just do it. Only if you're going to be a good dog owner, obviously. Number 12, make your home your sanctuary and keep it clean. A clean home that you love and feel comfortable in and happy in will change your life forever. I've always loved my bedroom now that I think about it. Like when I was starting in elementary school, I had a purple room with a million posters of Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana and every other Disney Channel star that would come in those little magazines. But aside from that, I would rearrange my room probably once a month or every other month. I would draw it out on a map. I would draw it out on a whiteboard or piece of paper with every single piece of furniture, like the bed, the nightstand, the dresser. I would take into account where my closet were and like the actual drawer were and the windows. And I would draw it out. I'd show my dad and we would do it. Would shout at my dad for, doing that probably 20 times in my life. But I would clean my room and have these ideas and rearrange my room, because just taking care of my sanctuary and making it comfortable and happy just was something that I loved to do. Then in college, I had a room that I loved, at least like senior year, once I had my own room. And then now I absolutely love my room. It is just like so cozy to me, and it's my favorite colors. I love my bed. Of course there's things that I wish I could like upgrade or have a bigger room, or there's always more you could add, but overall, just your bedroom and your home, it is so important to keep clean, because you will notice a difference in how you feel. And it also allows you to kind of have like a clear mind. Like everyone always says, if you're working from home, like you're immediately going to want to unload the dishwasher and vacuum and dust the whatever, because there's so many other things you could be doing instead of working, and you're all of a sudden wanting to do those. So the long-winded version, just to say, make your home your sanctuary, buy the decorations you like, have the aesthetic that you like, have the lighting that you like, because liking your home and feeling happy and safe and comfortable in your home is one of the best feelings. All right, number 13, call your mom and other family members, of course, but call your mom. Hey mom, when you're listening to this, I know that'll make you smile. Okay, 14, call your friends, even if you don't have anything to talk about. I had this phase when I used to drive to work by myself, like before I moved and had carpooled and all that, where I would call my friends when I was driving home, or sometimes in the morning too. But it was, not every day or anything, but every once in a while when I was just in the mood, like when I kind of had a lot of energy and wanted to talk, or I was kind of tired of whatever music I was listening to, I would just pick up my phone and call whichever friend came to mind that day. And most of the time they would answer, because guess what? We're also driving home from work. So it was just a nice time to catch up. And especially after college, like it was a really good time to stay close and in touch with my friends that I went from living with to not living in the same state as. So it was really nice. And also, you don't realize how much other people appreciate to be called and checked in on, and just like chat about their life and get to be asked about their life. And I do genuinely care about my friends and what's going on, but I didn't even really know like how much of an impact it would have on other people too. So call your friends, and you'll kind of, I don't know if you need to like, if that's something that makes you nervous, like just schedule it in. Or maybe if you even like text someone and be like, hey, like I want to talk on the phone on the way back from work today. Like, are you free? Whatever it is. But just start with a few friends and you'll see how much better you feel. And just, it grows your connections with your friends. All right, number 15, learn to love your alone time. I have gotten really good at this over the last like 2 years, ever since I moved, like after college. And I never thought I would be someone that liked my alone time just because I always thought I was extroverted, but I'm really not. Like I am obsessed with my alone time, honestly. I love it. I can't even put into words, as you can tell. And I can't really tell you how to learn to love your alone time except for just try. And you need to know what makes you happy. But I think I just have such a busy brain all the time, so that when I am alone, I can almost like process my thoughts by myself and like think about whatever I want to be thinking about and do whatever I want to be doing. Because I don't like to be told what to do, and I'm pretty stubborn. So when I want to do something, I want to do it, and I probably will do it regardless of what other people want to do. So, I mean, stubborn, selfish, whatever you want to call it. But that being said, when I have my alone time, like I can do, like the world is my oyster. If I want to clean my room, if I want to take a long ass shower, if I want to go on a walk, if I want to cook, listen to a podcast, if I want to make a podcast, if I want to read, like these are all just things that bring me peace. And I feel like alone time is a time where you need to protect your peace, and you get to protect your peace and like rebuild your boundaries and your walls and charge your social battery. Which if you're someone that you don't think you need to charge your social battery, I mean, good for you, but just try it. And if it freaks you out, you're not doing the right thing. So learn to love your alone time, because also as the older we get, the more alone time we kind of have, which is scary and can be sad to think about, but you only have yourself for the rest of your life. So I hope you like yourself a lot. Okay, number 16, invest money, which I can't really speak too much to this because I haven't been investing for that long, and I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm still scared of what I'm doing, which per my last episode, I said in 2024, we are not afraid of finances. So we're getting our shit together. We're getting our money together. We're going to be rich. Let's do it. But yeah, invest money. Like we all know we should. We all know that that's like really how people get rich. So why aren't we doing it? I don't know. But I'll shout out another podcast that I've listened to. It's called Financial Feminist with Tori Dunlap. She's a multimillionaire and she has a multi-million-dollar company. She shares financial literacy and teaches other women how to invest, how to budget, how to ask for a raise, like how to do X, Y, and Z. So don't go to me for investing, go to her for investing. But just start small, like start somewhere. All right, 17. Eat really good food because what you eat matters. So if you don't know this by now, please start back at episode 1 of Phone Eats First and then we can talk. But no, seriously. What you eat is so important, and it affects everything in your life, everything in your body, outside of your body, like everything. Food is our fuel. And there's a saying, you are what you eat, but it's literally true, because if you eat shitty food, you're gonna feel shitty. You're gonna look shitty. Your mood is gonna be shitty. But if you eat healthy food that you know is good for you, I mean, saying good for you, like, I mean, not everyone likes the same stuff and reacts the same way. So I mean those foods that fuel you and you know make you feel good, like every time you eat it, like do that, eat that, incorporate that into your diet. And when you get off the wagon every once in a while, just know what your root foods are and get back to those foods, and then you'll be back on the wagon. Okay, 18. Find a morning ritual you thrive in. So my non-negotiables in the morning are water. I immediately wake up and I'm like, water. Like that episode of SpongeBob. So if you're someone that doesn't wake up and immediately need water, something's wrong with you, like actually. But so I wake up and I have water, and I go to the bathroom and I do my skincare, contacts in, because I don't feel like I've started my day until I've like put my contacts in. And then I ice roll, drink my greens, and have my coffee. And at some point, not necessarily always in the morning, but ideally in the morning, I walk cow and I just feel ready for my day. Somewhere in there, I get dressed too, of course. Making my bed. Whoa, that needs to be like number one. So let me re-summarize. Making my bed, water, greens, skincare, ice roller, walk Hallie. So basically just like make sure I get outside, get some sunlight in my eyes, and then I feel like I can tackle my day. That's why I'm saying finding a morning ritual that you thrive in, because you might not care about any of those things I just said. So if your morning ritual is one thing and it's just making your bed, great. If your morning ritual is 10 things and you can actually do all 10 of those things, fantastic. It is whatever suits you. Okay, 19. And this is a very important one. Write down your favorite memories and funny quotes. So I started this, I think, sophomore year of college. And I am just the one in the friend group that has, every time someone said something really funny, really dumb, or something like really funny happened, like a memory, I wrote it down in my notes. And I don't know how long the notes page is. I've had it since like 2019, I guess. I don't know. But I've got some really funny, juicy stuff in there. And every once in a while, me and my friends just go through it and like are in tears laughing. Obviously, I can't keep going with all my college friends all the time. So I've incorporated, adult friends, work friends. So I do tell people, like, if they've been added to the quote book, they should feel honored because they've made it. Okay, number 20. Take pictures and videos of everything. Friends, yourself, your food, the sunset, where you're traveling. And maybe you're not someone like me. Like, this comes with a warning because I have 70,000 pictures and videos. Like, I have a problem. I do need to go and delete some, but I take pictures of everything, and I'm just someone that loves to look back at pictures and have pictures and I think pictures hold so many memories. So for me, it's worth it. But I just encourage you to take pictures and also videos, because especially, with the way social media is now, videos are like the primary content. So if that is something you like, having all these videos, like, you'll be shocked at like what you can make out of it. So I just think videos are fun to have and very versatile and hold even more memory than a picture. Okay, number 21. We're getting there, guys. If you're falling asleep, wake up. Okay, 21. Do what makes you happy and then do more of that. This is anything that makes you happy. Just do it. Embrace it. Learn to get better at it, or do more of it, or fit more of it into your day. Like, literally whatever it is, just do it. There's a lot of shit that we have to do in our lives that aren't, like, that isn't enjoyable. There's not any reason doing that thing. Like, taxes should make us happy, but we just have to do it. So that's why it's so important to find the things that truly do make you happy and embrace them and savor them, protect it, and just know what it is, so that when you do have time, or when you are doing this thing that makes you happy, like, you can actually just be present and be yourself and be happy. Okay, number 22. Notice who you're around when you smile and laugh the most, and then spend more time with these people. But it's so true. And right now, just the point in my life I'm at, I spend a lot of time with my coworkers, but truthfully, I laugh so much with them, and that's a great thing. And I kind of use that to justify being with them so much, because I'm like, well, no, like, I like actually really do spending time with these people, because I laugh my ass off. I smile a lot. I'm myself. So, this is just like where I am in this time of my life. Whereas before, it would have obviously been like my college friends. And then before that, probably would have been like my teammates. So it always is changing, but it's so important to just be aware of who you're around when you're feeling your best and feeling confident and feeling happy, because those are your people. Okay, number 23. Making friends is hard. That's because the good ones are worth it. And I've talked about making friends, and I've talked about how making friends is hard. And I've also talked a million times about how good my friends are. So I mean, I don't even know. I feel like I summarized this well. Like, it's worth it. So just keep trying and hang on to the friendships you do have that are worth it, and those relationships that serve you, and figure out how you can continue to serve them so that friendship is a two-way street. So you need to be putting an effort, and so do the other people. So just, keep nurturing those friendships and keep trying to meet new people, because there are so many people on this planet, and odds are some of them are like you and can be your friend. Okay, 24. Life is short, so make sure you enjoy every day. And this is a very big motto of just phone eats first, like romanticizing your life and finding inspiration in little things, even if it's just cooking dinner or going on a walk. But we really just need to romanticize our lives, because it makes each day so much brighter and better. And you can always point back to that one thing that you smiled at, the one thing you enjoyed, the one thing that kind of brightened your day. Whether it was just like a compliment you heard, or a compliment you gave, or a random wave from a neighbor. Like, these little things should just add up in your day to make every day a little bit better if you notice them. And to the life is short part, like, we all know that. So I guess this also goes with tell people that you love them, and make sure you check in with everyone whenever you can. So, all right, number 25. Confidence is key and will take you further than you think. It pains me to know that some people are not confident in themselves or in others or whatever it is. But you should be confident in yourself. Like, if you've learned anything from this episode, like, all you have is yourself. And so doing all these things is how you can live a better life, or at least in my book, live a better life and be more aware of your surroundings and the people and what makes you happy. So just find things that make you feel confident, whether it's how you dress or how you look or how you work out, like how strong you feel physically or mentally, whatever it is. But once you can kind of figure out your confidence, you will be amazed at how far that takes you. Like, even when you just walk into a room, like, the people around you can notice, and your friends notice, your family notices, like, your coworkers notice, like, whatever it is. But being confident is so important. And because if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to believe in you? And on that, those are my 25 things that I have learned in 25 years, which I feel like I was rambling a lot, but whatever. And like I said, I'll probably think of more, but I guess that's what for year 26 is. But thank you guys all so much for listening to Phone Eats First. If you guys can leave me a rating and a review, that would be wonderful. But for my birthday, I do ask that you share my podcast with 5 other people, family members, coworkers, friends, strangers, Instagram people, whatever it is. If you really enjoy my podcast, please share this with other people. I want this to grow as much as possible, and that would be the best birthday present ever. But thank you guys so much for listening. I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. We will talk soon. You are listening to Phone Eats First.